Cool. Hey everybody, Jordan Diaz here with Billboard, and I'm joined right now by the legendary Paul Oakenfold. How are you, man?
Good, actually.
Good?
Yeah. Just returned last night from DJing in Canada, so...
That's probably the wrong question, because I feel like you're never not good. At least every time I see you. You live your best life at all times.
I'm very lucky. I live a life that I really enjoy. I think whatever you do in life, if you can find that job that you love, and it doesn't really seem like a job, then how lucky are you?
Yeah.
I mean, so to go and play music all over the world is wonderful. I really enjoy it.
How does the success and all that kind of change for you as you get older? Like, what do you appreciate about it more that you might have taken advantage of when you were younger?
I tend now to be more focused and just be in the moment more and roll with it.
Gotcha.
Before I would, I'd be kind of a bit all over the place. And now I pick and choose the shows that I want to do. I don't work every weekend. It's nice to have a weekend off after 30 years.
You deserve it, I would say, a little bit. Now you've trailblazed so much for the electronic music community, ventured in a bunch of different arenas. But now your new one, this week coming up on Thursday, we have the first ever Electronic Music Awards. Because I know you've been trying to make it happen for the past couple of years. Why is now the time to make it happen?
It's. I mean, we're as a scene, as a genre of music. I mean, club culture as we know it today is 30 years old. It felt right in terms of we've grown up as an industry. We've had tremendous success, electronic music, in terms of, I mean, it's everywhere. It's in film, it's in game, it's on commercials. I mean, some of the biggest pop acts are DJ-based, electronic music. So it just felt that it was the right time. And it's not an easy thing to pull off. It really is and we spoke briefly off camera how difficult it is to get all the artists in one place at one time, because naturally our community are playing all over the world.
Yeah. And
the season in Ibiza is much longer now. But we've got some great acts, we've got some well-established names, and we've also, very important to embrace the new generation. And we've got some wonderful new guys performing. I'm certainly looking forward to hearing Kidnap Kid, who I'm a fan of.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing Juan play, Moby,
I mean, Juan
all
Atkins,
spectrums, all genres, all generations.
Exactly, and that's the idea. And we've had great support from the community. I think that everyone kind of feels that, we get there's two awards, I believe, at Billboard, at the Grammys, which are in the afternoon. In the equivalent of the Grammys in the UK is the Brits, and there's one. So it felt right that we should have, our own community should have our own award show.
For sure, especially with as much as the scene has permeated pop culture and all aspects of music to fashion to technology. When you watch most of the music award shows, they'll have like one category for it, but it'll never make the broadcast, or they never get highlighted, even though that producer or DJ, whatever, probably remixed or produced the track for all the big artists getting the limelight. So
yeah, for sure.
It's interesting.
And after looking at the traditional awards model and seeing a decline on television in terms of numbers, we really did a case study and looked at where our community live and what they do. So the idea was, because it is a celebration, it's about performance. It's not a traditional award show where you stand there giving speeches. And that's what I'm really excited about. And, we got 2,000 invites that were given away to the clubbers. There is, of course, there's an industry area, and whoever's in town from the industry will be there. It's pretty relaxed, actually.
Everybody keeps asking me, like, what kind of like gown or dress should I wear, tux? I'm like, no, it's a full-on rave in downtown LA. That's what you need to expect.
It's a modern
mini
award
festival.
Show. And and the nominees and the winners will receive their awards at the right time. But it's more a celebration of electronic music. That's the side I really like of it, actually, because I think our community sitting down in a traditional award show for 3 hours will get difficult.
Yeah.
You know, we're all about being at a bar and hanging out and chatting to one another, not sitting there and watching something for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'll be out there shuffling. I'm supposed to be working, but I
You'll
might
be
be missing dancing somewhere.
We'll get you a shot perfected on that. Don't worry, we'll take care.
I'll be lost in the fog somewhere. And your good friend Moby is also being honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award this year. Do you recall the first time you guys met?
Well, I toured. Moby put a tour together called Area 1, and I was one of the main DJs on the tour. That was outstanding tour, actually. I mean, it was Outkast, New Order, Nelly Furtado, myself, Moby, and Cole Cox.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Wow. Yeah.
You know.
Never heard of them. Can't.
No, I mean, you know, you've only heard of me.
And also Juan Atkins will be honored as well with the Innovator Award.
Yeah, and I I certainly want to say, you know, to Juan, I mean, he's a trailblazer, and the more I looked into what he's done and how important he actually is to the industry, and you know, the real birth of techno music, and techno is so popular now. I mean, it's one of the most popular sounds, probably the most popular sound in Ibiza.
Definitely.
And that's where the electronic community live all summer. So I'm excited to, I think I'm giving him that award, actually, so I'm excited to give him that award.
Yeah. And it's also cool, the Saunderson brothers will be there, the sons of Kevin Saunderson, one of the techno originators.
And that's wonderful, because, as I said earlier, we're all about supporting the next generation. So yeah, good to see them. I know Dario, so yeah, it'll be fun.
To your perception, you know, just watching this culture, this scene evolve over the past, 30 years, and a bunch of different styles come in and out, are you proud and excited about the direction that the scene is going towards?
I think with music, it's about sharing. So I'm not a purist in the sense that we have to keep it underground. I think it's there to share. I think the scene is big enough where there's the commercial side, there's the underground side. I think it's great for our community to see it grow, constantly growing, and dominating pop music in some shape and form. So I sit there and as it grows, there's I think it's good to grow with it and embrace change. I mean, change is around us, whatever you do. You don't have to necessarily like certain things, but it's certainly important to have an open mind and embrace it. That's what keeps you current and relevant.
For sure. It's one guarantee in life: everything changes.
Everything.
Everything. You've been touring like mad, like you always do. But you have coming up quite a few trance shows from, In Trance We Trust, ADE. I believe there's a Dream State coming up for you. What do you make of this resurgence of trance? And I feel like there's a kind of like a rebirth, or even like a birth of a new generation of fans that are like just really clinging on and like developing that community.
Well, there's, to tie in with the anniversary of electronic music as we know it today, I'm on this tour called Generations, which spans a 30-year moment in music where I'm playing vinyl and embracing new technology with the Denim media player. So I'm really enjoying going back and playing some of those old tracks on vinyl and doing longer sets. And I'm touching on some of those earlier trance records. As you said, I mean, there is a resurgence in trance. And some of those early trance records I'm playing, and they sound great. And people are coming up and going, is that a new tune? I mean, what is that? And I'm like, no, that's 20 years old. So, yeah, I mean, I did the first Dream State compilation. The Dream State brand is doing very well, and they have a lot of shows coming up. So...
I think there's also right now a big resurgence with psytrance as well, to go even deeper.
Well, my show at Amsterdam ADE, which is the Perfecto Fluoro show, and Dream State are both psytrance. because Perfecto, we've been releasing Psy for, well, we were releasing it when it was called Goa. You know, in the last
I remember that mix.
20
I think
years.
it was like
Goa
94,
mix.
1994, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. I'm excited. I'll be there at ADE. I can't wait to see that
You
showcase.
coming?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that conference, I can't really go to many other conferences now. They kind of ruined my
Yeah.
conference-going experience.
I think that's the best conference for the community because you get business done now. And in the evenings, you've got a great selection of all kinds of music, all kinds of DJs. And the tech world has also embraced it. So it's pretty big. And hey, who doesn't like to go to Amsterdam?
Yeah. That's
Right?
I do
Get
some
a couple
things
of
there.
nods.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep, you can do whatever you want there.
Yeah.
Be whoever you want.
What I would recommend you do in Amsterdam, because I lived there for several years, is ride around on a push bike.
I did that last year when I went for my first time.
You just get this feeling because push bikes, the way the town or city works is push bikes have the right of way rather than cars like traditionally. So everyone, as you know, are on push bikes, and you just get this wonderful feeling like you're free.
Yeah.
And you don't have that feeling. I mean, well, you had it when you was a kid, but growing up in England and then coming here in New York, I wasn't really riding bikes.
Yeah.
But when you're in Amsterdam, it's great. It's the easiest way to get around.
The bike traffic gets pretty intense there, though. Like, I tried walking, like, the first day we got in.
Well, that's
like,
what you don't want to do, because if you...
I almost got hit, like, 17 times.
And people do, because they walk out in front of the bikes, and they're looking the wrong way, and they get hit.
Lastly, in regards to trance, what do you think is special about trance fans in that community? I feel like maybe compared to all other subgenres within the electronic scene, they're the most diehard, passionate. They're kind of like unrelenting, like sports fans, in a way.
Well, you just said it.
Okay. Well.
That's exactly what they are. They're loyal. They're fat. They let you know what they think. They really love trance music, and you know, I've been very lucky. I've got people who fly different countries to come and hear you DJ. So great crowd. I mean, trance fans are probably the most loyal within the scene.
Definitely. Another new exciting adventure for you. I know you have like a graphic novel coming up.
Yeah.
It's like a not so quite true, based on your life, sort of.
It's. I was approached to do a graphic novel. I love comics. It's loosely based on my autobiography that came out about 5 years ago. It's The Wonderful World of Perfecto, and I turn in a superhero and fly away, and it's fun. I mean, that's what comics are, and you know, I wanted to approach it that way. So,
well, any other artists that we know will be making kind of appearances as other superheroes or villains in the novel?
No, not really.
No.
That's a good idea, actually. I should have got asked Moby to play a super villain. But no, I mean, as I say, look, it's loosely based on what I got up to. There's a lot of fun within the comic. It comes with a special mix.
Awesome.
And the idea is that when I do go and I'm doing some promo around it, where I sign copies, and we're trying to set up the DJ equipment within the stores. So if people come along and they buy the comic, then they can go back to back with me and DJ.
Oh.
So it gives them, again, fun. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, let's enjoy it. Let's have a good time. And
Definitely.
if you want to come along and play music with me, then fine, let's do it.
Sounds amazing. It comes out, what, in November?
Comes out in November.
November, I think it was 21st. About
Oh, you know
somewhere,
the date.
I think. I read it. What story are you most looking forward to reliving with that graphic novel?
I think the end, because the end was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, was when I hiked and climbed to base camp in Mount Everest. So it ends on that moment where I pull off that show.
Do you fly up there this time instead of
I wish I did. Yeah. No, I think that it ends there, and that's kind of the right moment to kind of finish, really.
Definitely. And then you also are going to be doing a documentary around your base camp set, right, at Everest? Is it kind of an
It's
editing
in
stages
post.
now or post?
It's
Gotcha.
in post. We've seen the assembly. It's in post. I'm writing a score to it. We shot it in VR. We're looking at kind of March, April. Again, we're going to show it at a bunch of festivals. We're going to do parties around it and enjoy it, really. I mean, it's really not about myself and several friends climbing a mountain. It's about me finding a local artist, a local DJ producer, and us sourcing local music and instruments that are 1,000-year-old in monasteries en route up to Mount Everest, recording and making a song, and we did it for local charity. So it's more about finding someone for electronic music, helping them, and at the end, the equipment that Denham gave us, we then passed it on to the local DJs. Because Kathmandu really is a poor place. I mean, it's incredibly how poor they are there. So, so we had fun trying to do it.
Any plans to kind of take that same concept and travel to other places?
There are.
Cool.
There are, but it takes, it took us 2.5 years to pull it off because you have to get permits. Respectfully, we wanted people to know that we're not doing a party on top of a mountain. We're doing an event for charity, for children and music. 2 charities in London, 2 charities in Kathmandu. So these kind of adventures, the setup and putting the whole logistics together takes a long time.
Yeah. You have your hand in a lot.
Sorry?
You have your hand in a lot.
Where I am in my career, look, I'm coming towards the end of my career and I'm aware of that. And I'm lucky enough that I can go and do these great adventures and with me and my friends and do something that helps people and is good for the environment and through electronic music. By going and DJing and bringing awareness to what went on in Kathmandu and on Mount Everest, where so many people died, then why not? I mean, we raised some good money for children out there and the schools.
Yeah, even though we love your music career, that's what you'll be remembered by. That's the most important, I think, right?
Well, I think it's good to give anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
It's much more rewarding to give.
Definitely. And another project, you're working on another doc, right, with Fatboy Slim, so I hear?
No. That was Sky Arts in the UK. Yeah, in England, there really is a big celebration going on of the birth of rave culture.
Gotcha.
Which started in September of '87, and next year's the big summer, the second summer of love. So in Europe, there's so much going on. So Sky Arts put this documentary together, and they just asked me to be in it, and that's what we did.
Cool, gotcha. And lastly, before we let you go, on your Instagram a couple weeks back, you posted a picture with Azalea Banks said coming soon, a new track called Venus.
Yeah.
Can we expect a release date?
Yeah,
soon?
it's a track that we done together, and it's her record, and I produced it and wrote the music, and I don't know the release date that she's planning to release it, but.
Were you guys together in studio, or is it more just?
No, we was together in the studio.
How was that process? And
yeah, that was wonderful. Awesome. As I say, I wrote a piece of music, and me and Azealia and a team went in the studio. He just around the corner actually, and then she came up with a great lyric, a catchy chorus, and we finished it, and it will come out. Cool. When it comes out.
Hopefully soon.
Coming soon.
Awesome. Well, Paul, thank you. Electronic Music Awards this Thursday. It's on Twitter, Pluto TV. Just check Billboard.com. It'll be up there. BPM.
Billboard.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Great partners.
Yeah. Just check Billboard.com. All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you.